Happy Thursday. It's me, Electroflora. I'm back. I just saw 444 as I said that on the KBPS upload. So I'm in alignment. Yeah, I didn't come on Sunday because of the Super Bowl. I did not watch it. I just figured other people weren't going to be on, and I know I probably shouldn't have assumed that, but regardless, I decided to read that day. I'm almost done. Where did I leave off? I haven't read it in a couple days. Oh, I'm about to start a new chapter. It's called The Venusian Pentacle. So that's what I did on Sunday. Oh, wait. I think I also did this on Sunday, as I just saw 111. The last book in the series, Stephen Forrest, Book of Water. So again, I'm going through all 4 elements, and it's like a really good foundation to astrology because each house, planet, and constellation are within an element. So fire, earth, air, water. Yeah, and somebody had recommended his books to me through a Reddit. I used to follow an astrology Reddit subreddit. I'm not really active on there as much anymore, and I'll be honest, it's because I get sucked into it, and then I'll just be on Reddit for hours. But let me do some ritualistic things like my candle. Just to get a scent going. This one is oh shit. Wisteria Willow by Patty Wax. I believe it's made in Tennessee. Music wise, I feel like I want to mix something. Let me actually mix. Ooh, I haven't reset my Serato, so it still shows everything that I've already played. I don't even know what this is. Malone. Ooh, wait. I know a song that I like. Let's see. It's at 129.8A. Let me put it on a loop. I feel like I have so many things to talk about. I feel like I've been gone forever. Okay, so we are at 8A. And if we want to do circle fifths, I would have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess 1A. I wanted to go that way. 3A. 1A or 3A? Oh wow, that was even slowed down. I was about to say. Oh, now we're at 128. Ooh, okay. Before I get into any more music playing, since this is on a loop, I guess I'll talk about my outfit. I am in something very comfy. Oh, and I had to get coffee. I don't know. I don't want to say I almost didn't come, but I almost didn't come. And then I was like, wait, this is me trying to discover discipline and commit to DJing and live streaming. So, yeah. Anyways, I showed up, but I'm not going to say I put in low effort, but I wanted to be cozy and comfortable. So, I'm wearing my Electric Forest 2-piece sweatsuit with my Electric Forest dad hat. I love this hat because secret, it has a hidden pocket. So if you wanted to like stash something in your head, you could. Where is it? Oh, there it is. If you can see. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Anyways, this was a limited edition. I think I got it 2023, because I know I for sure got this sweatsuit in 2022, but I think I got the hat this year because I wanted to have a hat from all my favorite festivals. So Electric Forest, Bonnaroo, and Electric Daisy Carnival. So another reason I wanted to wear the Electric Forest sweatsuit is I wanted to talk about. This isn't even that great of a beat. Maybe I should try and mix it a little bit. But as I do that, I was going to say how, not going to lie, I was talking shit and it came back and it bit me in the ass. And what am I talking about? How was I talking shit? Somebody was saying how they weren't going to Electric Daisy Carnival Vegas because they had a wedding to go to. And I was like, that sucks. I was like, so I guess you're choosing the wedding over EDC? Like, lame. I mean, I didn't say all that stuff, but that was like my attitude. I think I did say that sucks. Literally a week later, I get invited to a wedding that is the same damn weekend as Electric Forest. So currently, I'm trying to decide on do I go to a wedding or do I go to a music festival? So that's the question of the evening, because I think I need to, I don't want to say make a decision quickly, but I do need to kind of plan that out. Okay, let me try and mix something a little more though. But yeah, so that's kind of on my mind. So is it messed up to skip a wedding and go to a music festival? That's the question. I wish I had an audience so I could ask the audience. See what they think. So we're at 128. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Let me see, 3A and 128. I mean, I guess I could go up one. Let me see if I can work in a 4A song. if it would drag. Okay, I got 3 songs on a loop. It was an 8A, a 3A, and a 4A. Not bad. But today's Thursday, and Thursday's candy day, so I have to at least make 1 piece of candy. 'Cause that's what gets me pumped up about my music fests. And like I said, I wanted a lot of candy. Well, now that there's a little more light, I just saw 222. Here's the book. Can't wait to start it. I think what I'm most excited for is I want to learn a little bit more about Cancer, the crab, because I have a stellium in Cancer in my progress chart, basically between my 7th and 8th house. So, yeah. And it's interesting because I felt like I never connected with Cancer, but I think that sign plays a really big role in my life, actually. Just having, again, I think it's like my sun, my moon, my Mercury, Mars. Yeah, I think I have 4 planets, progress planets in Cancer. So, yeah, that's been fun. And I feel like I really don't know that much about Pisces. So my moon is in Pisces, my natal chart. I do know that there's a lot more duality in Pisces. So we'll see. I know that I've heard people say that it encompasses all of the other signs, and I don't know how I feel about that. So we'll see what Stephen Forrest has to say. Because I feel like the zodiac works more like a body in a sense that you need all the parts, but they're different individually. So I can't consider like one being more, I don't know, just encompassing all of it. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I just saw 444. Anyways, should I start my candy now? Maybe that'll get me hyped up if I finish one. but it talks about different popular goddesses from different cultures from around the world. And I never finished this book. So, where did I leave off? Oh, some of these I can barely even pronounce, but I left off on Parvati, goddess of love and peace in Hindu mythology. I like how this book, it also has pictures. Anyways, that's for who knows when. Oh, and then I also wanted to talk about Chinese New Year. That was on Saturday. It's now Year of the Dragon. Year of the Rabbit's over. Let me see. Because I'm doing all of the IO album. Ooh, nothing new. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, the song's about to run out. Damn it. Cool. I've got a beat going. Wait, where did Crunchy Paints go? He says, "What's up?" and then he left. Oh, I was doing nothing new. That's what I need to spell out. I barely have any room to do crafts. Oh, hello. I'm gonna make a bracelet. What you up to? Didn't you have a job interview not long ago? Did you find out anything about it? Playing RimWorld? I don't know all the games out there. I don't know. You just have me playing in the background, making candy. Ooh, you got a new place, a new flat/apartment. Whatever they call it out there. Yeah. What do you mean you need to sort it out though? You have a lot of things? Because that's what I'm trying to do, is I eventually want to move after my lease is up, and yeah, I don't want to say I have a lot of junk, it's just a lot of things I've accumulated throughout my life. Oh, yeah, you need to clean the actual place. Are you renting or owning? Oh, renting. Yeah. Same here. Oh, I love when I have all the letters. Oh, why does it sound like? Ooh. I've got 3 songs layered. I'm spelling out Nothing New. It's one of the songs on the IO's album. Perfect. All I need is an E. And then we're good to go. I have an entire E's bag. Sometimes you can buy just the vowels. This one's a little bit smaller, but at least we can spell it out. I always have to watch the DJing stuff. So we're at 125. See if we can slow it down a bit. I know this song definitely got blocked out in the replay, but oh well. I have a hard time dragging in Serato. starting to look like Halloween candy with the green and the purple. Let me get some yellow up in there. Oh, that didn't really help. Let me add some pink. I think there's like 100 days until EDC. So I definitely have a lot of time to make candy, but I'd rather be ready. And some people wear candy to shows, so I probably should do like wear it to more shows because that's how you meet people. I feel like this bracelet is just not matching, but it's okay. I'm gonna string it, but let me get a song on. Yeah, because I let it run out again. My bad. I'm gonna look for a song just based on the BPM. Ooh, this might work. Let's see. Let's see how this sounds together. I'm making a beet sandwich. Back to my candy. I just realized I need scissors. I don't know where my sharp scissors are, but I have these that are like A little Eiffel Tower. I guess just so by the way, I'm not really loving this color scheme before I get into my conversation. Um I was just gonna or I was thinking the other day and how I feel like I don't know Aries very well, but in retrospect, now that I think about it, Jupiter is my chart ruler and also the most active and like dominant planet in my birth chart based on like aspects. Like that means that it's interacting a lot with other planets. And my Jupiter is in Aries. So I feel like maybe I need to own up to that a little more and like try and explore what Aries is. Because I feel like I've always been just such a feminist that I felt like Aries being ruled by Mars, that it is a very masculine energy that I don't know. I guess I kind of like shied away from it or something. So I guess I'm just kind of thinking out loud how I kind of just want to dive a little more deeper into that and how I connect and resonate. with Aries, considering, again, my Jupiter's in Aries. And my North Node. But I haven't read too much about the North Node. I know that that is like about karma. And I know Stephen Forrest does have a book that talks a lot about the North and South Node. And my South Node is in Libra. One bracelet down. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this candy so much. Again, it's the I.O. album for Warehouse Summer. So I have Super Melt, Warmth, IDK, Lost Together. One of my favorite songs, T9. This one's kind of hard to read though. Just because yeah, they're so small, the little letters. T9. Leave It, one of my other favorite songs. And then now I just did Nothing New. Yeah, those colors are a little too bold for me. The other ones are fine. At least it's colorful, like the whole thing. When I'm out there. Out at the rave. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do one. Mission accomplished. One candy. For the evening. Okay, back to DJing. I didn't even use a happy face today. I felt like it didn't really match with those beads that I used. Okay, so we have a 3A and an 8A at 124, which is, whoa, really slowed down. Okay, now we're back up to 128. Nope, that sounds horrible. I know that doesn't sound great, but I feel like I'm just kind of experimenting right now. Experiment with sound. Oh, yeah, maybe don't touch that. I know that, like, fucks shit up. What should I do? Oh, I know I had some words to look up on the dictionary. That I'm kind of backed up on. Again, I know this seems so, like, why is she looking up words on the dictionary, but this is me just trying to be intellectual and expand my vocabulary. So, Stephen Forrest had made a reference to, I don't know, I guess it's like a pop culture reference, and I didn't know what it, or maybe it's like mythology or something, so I'm gonna look that up. And turn it down a bit. Okay, so it was called, or I thought this was like a movie, but I guess this is, no, this is something different. It's Good King Wenceslas. Wenceslas? Anyways, it's a Christmas carol that tells the story of a Bohemian king, and that's modern day Czech Republic, who goes on a journey braving harsh winter weather to give a poor peasant a feast. Anyways, I guess there's songs about it too. I'll write it down so that people just know what I'm talking about. But I didn't write down what page. So I also like to write down the page that it was on, but I didn't write it for this one, so I can't reference back to the book where I've been found it in the first place. Oh. Almost dropped my headphones. I guess I'll write it down. Ooh, this is an interesting. Interesting. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Acquiescence. Boom. New vocabulary word. Acquiescence. Oops. Hard to type. Okay. The last word I'm doing for tonight. So acquiescence and iconoclastic. Two new vocabulary words that I don't know if I would ever use them. I mean, maybe acquiescence, but how would I even like really use that in a sentence? Back. Let me see if they. Oh, okay. So this is kind of how they used it. Is I was surprised by her acquiescence to the plan. uh. Okay, I'm gonna sit and think on that one. I'm gonna try and incorporate it in a sentence. Not right now, but just in general. So acquiescence. Cool. Moving on. In my school of whateverness, learning. This has been a very let me finish my coffee first. But what I was gonna say, this has been a very low-key live stream. I feel like I need to like pump it up. So let me take this last chug of coffee and then like work on some mixing. Electric Forest. So I really need to figure out on wedding or music festival. I know other people are gonna vote wedding. You have to realize I'm obsessed I'm gonna let this John Summit song go. Let's see how it sounds.
This is our legacy. Look at me.
I don't know, that kind of sounded weird. Whatevs. I think I'm too tired to orbit. Or am I? Damn it. I'm looking at it. I mean, it's not horribly late. I don't know why. Oh, so I noticed for my body, I don't know about other people, but I typically am sore 2 days after a workout. Because here I am thinking, I'm like, I didn't work out yesterday, but I realized I worked out 2 days ago. So I'm feeling it now. Turn it up. See, I need to learn how to do this hot cue shit. I did practice like a week ago, so outside of the show is what I'm getting at. Trying to think of what I want to do astrologically wise. Oh yeah, I said I was starting Venus in the air book, or they were talking about the Pentacle. I have a feeling they're going to talk about the actual orbit of Venus. So apparently, apparently, because I've never fully seen it, but according to astronomy and astrology, it makes a beautiful pattern in this, or the pattern of Venus going around the sun is really cool. It's like a flower, essentially. Nice, we got 2 minutes. Let me see what song I would want to play after. So this is an 8A, a 12B, and a 3A. So A is like, so it's like I have,
This is our legacy. Look at me.
interesting, 2 water and air sign. Let me see what song I can do next. Ooh. got 4 songs. It sounds cool, I think. Equivalent to nuclear power. And the reason he said that is because Jupiter is all about expansion. But then imagine having it in Aries to have that assertiveness. But and then inside the house of Leo, 5th house, which is like kind of more of like a stage presence. I don't know. So to have all 3 of those Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what led me to this show is it talked a lot about creativity and it said that I was a creative person like from my birth chart. So I wanted to explore that more. I feel like if my birth chart didn't say those type of things, I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to do what I'm doing now. So we will see what the what the stars bring me. Ooh, I don't know about this. It says when Jupiter is placed in the 5th house, it can point to a very fulfilling love life and a creative nature. I'm going through divorce. I wouldn't really consider that a fulfilling love life. So, I mean, I am hoping in the future that I'll find my mate or partner, but I think coming out of this marriage now, I'm definitely going to, I guess, just like explore and date and meet more people and see what I'm really interested in for when it comes to a companion. See, I did have a song picked. I wasn't paying attention. I feel like I can barely hear the song. Oh my gosh, again, I hit this thing. See, this is why I need to, I'm not complaining because I'm glad I have my show, but sitting down and DJing, I keep hitting this one knob and I think it's called the crossfader, and it was all to one side, and that means that it's gonna only heavily play one channel. So I fucked that up. I was like, why can't I hear this song? Oh, I don't need this anymore. That was just for candy making. Yay, it's 1111. I just saw 5. Oh, actually 6 ones across. Shout out them angel numbers. I was reading online somewhere that people were talking shit on angel numbers, saying that once you know what they are, that you kind of like look out for them. I'm like, that's like such a skeptic thing to say. All I can say for my personal experience is that angel numbers opened me up to spirituality. So, I don't know. There's a lot of like actual psychologists and like physicists that talk about synchronicity, and synchronicity is like angel numbers. Or at least one form of them. It says natives with Jupiter in the 5th house are likely to have many talents and hobbies, which is funny because I was one of those kids in school that was like in every club. So in middle school, in high school, and in college, like I just did so many. I wanted to be in all of them. I was like, no, I didn't realize that until college. I was like, I can't juggle all this and trying to be an officer in like leadership positions while also studying. It was too much. But hobbies? I mean, I guess I do have a couple hobbies because I guess DJing's one now. And then I have like a million journals. So I'm always doing something with like paper, like writing or stickering. I don't know. And then, traveling. That's a hobby. I would give my mixing skills tonight I don't even know what I'd grade them. I give it at least I get at least a C plus for showing up today, I think. So we're at let me go to 128 for wait, why isn't it? I'm just playing with the BPMs. We have a 3A and an 8B. Let me see if I can. I'm scared to let a song go. I don't know how that's gonna sound. So let me just keep the beat on for a second. While I look more about Jupiter in the 5th house. Oh shit. Negative outcomes, which just reading these sentences I don't know if I'm guilty. I will have to think about it for a second, but it says Jupiter represents overindulgence, and in the fifth house of leisure and hobbies, it can point to individuals who may overindulge in the things that they love and lack responsibility in other areas of their life. They may focus too much on passions and avoid their tasks and duties. True. Life is about having fun, and that's all I have to say about that. See, but I've worked hard and I've gotten places. That it's not like I completely avoid tasks and duties. They're not my favorite thing to do. But I'm trying to find more joy in it so that it's not as much as a task or chore. So hmm. See, and this is why I'm doing this, because I continuously read crap like this. I don't know if it's crap, but I'm just saying. It says, fifth house of creativity can signify a person who is likely to pursue a creative endeavor throughout their life. They're likely to benefit from anything creative they pursue and the talents they monetize. See, there's nowhere in my birth chart does it talk anything about like me. It did say, there was one thing that it did say about making a good engineer one time, and it had to do with my midhaven being in Virgo, which is very critical when it comes to work and public appearance. Yeah, I was always critical of myself and of my work. So I was a perfectionist when it came to that. But yeah, doing more creative things. I've been enjoying it. It's been very different but fun. And trying to ride the wave or go with the flow. I'm just reading some celebrities who have fifth house in Jupiter, including Miley Cyrus, Tom Cruise, Elon Musk, Robin Williams, Isaac Newton, Bruce Lee. I love Robin Williams. I miss him. He was such a good actor. He honestly inspires me a lot. So I feel like I'm also here in some way with his like inspiration. I also have Venus in my fifth house, but it's Venus in Taurus because, again, I go by Placidus, and there's a possibility of having two constellations in a house, unlike whole sign, where whichever ruler is on the cusp of that house takes over that entire house. I don't know. Let me play a song. I just don't know which song to play because we have a 3A, a 4A, and an 8B. One is turned down pretty low. I'm gonna let the second song go, the 3A song, see what happens. This is the crossfader. Slides between the channels. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Definitely can't see it. Well, I promise once I can update my quote unquote studio, I'll be able to show my controller so I can visually show what I'm talking about. But no rush. At least I'm here. And I've already started live streaming, so again, I'm happy about that. Until I'm 2 steps forward, but I can see the signs, recognize where we're going. So the less you give to me, the more I want it. No, I want to rave. Never thought it would end up this way. I'm too tired. That gave me my or that was enough orbiting for me, I feel. I'm just see how this sounds. All these buttons I haven't fucking used. Maybe that's what I need to do is put on my my to-do tasks, practice DJing, not on live stream. I like this song a lot. Again, I contemplate a lot about time. It's just such a crazy concept. Maybe I've done too many psychedelics. I don't know. From the front or from the back? Has like a little origami thing on the side, which is kind of cool. This is a Grassroots hat, by the way. What would it feel like if we could stop time? Maybe for one night, we could get it right. We could get it right. We could get it right. Ninth house. Let me look up ninth house. My ninth house cusp is Leo. Interesting. I had never read this before. I just put everything on a fucking loop. Let me put this on a loop. It's saying, because ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius originally. Well, first let me also just look up what ninth house is. I know that is higher education, learning, and travel to faraway places, because essentially it comes after the eighth house, which eighth house is like imprisonment and debts and things that you kind of like more difficult connections with people, if that makes sense. But from there, in order to expand and your horizons, I guess, is through Sagittarius in the 9th house, through travel. And through travel, you meet other people from different cultures, which you can then, I guess, bring back home and have like a different understanding. But anyway, so my 9th house cusp has Leo. So it's saying that I am more likely to approach my quest for wisdom with enthusiasm and creativity. Let me get this off the loop. Oh, I just saw 333. I don't have any planets in my 9th house, just FYI. So I find that interesting. But I mean, I feel like with my education, I've never had, I don't want to say quote unquote issues, but planets and the houses, that's where it kind of like stirs up your life. Which, I don't know. I mean, I went to college and I feel like I enjoy education. I like learning. So again, there's never been any like friction or challenges there. Like, even though I'm not in civil engineering anymore, I don't have any. Oh. Well, welcome. Yeah, I'm just talking about like astrology and philosophy while also DJing. Because the whole discovering discipline thing is I tried to make a commitment. So here's my DJ set. Or my controller. I keep calling it a DJ set. What's up with you? Ayo, Jedi, Willow, you be? A Jedi, will you be? I was trying to read those O's. Yeah, that's the gist of it. With an astrological, I guess, kind of foundation, astrology. But I also studied a lot of like science, math, physics, and chemistry. So I have kind of like a science background to it. Oh, and I normally kind of dress up, but today I'm like bumming it. I'm into music festivals. So today I was wearing my Electric Forest gear. Because I'm trying to figure out on if I want to go to a wedding or ditch the wedding and go to my music festival. Right now, I'm leaning towards the music festival, to be honest. I know it's fucked up, but I mean, am I going to really regret going to a wedding? I'll regret not going to Electric Forest. Okay, I'm just gonna let this song play. Hopefully it sounds good. So what are you into, a Jedi will you be? Oh yeah, I'm into all that shit. I just played a song about time. I'm always tripping out about the concept of it because time is relative and a construct of, like, we made it up as humans, I guess. Trying to describe it, like, you can't really describe time. You can't grasp it. Oh, and I've done way too many psychedelics. I've never tried salvia though. That I heard that one's crazy, and I never did like the poison frog. I think it's called a dart frog. I know Mike Tyson's done it and he's talked about it. But yeah, time can be crazy. I love that. Time is everything and nothing at the same time. I saw a really cool documentary years ago. It was called Everything and Nothing. And that shit like blew my mind. Essentially they were talking about like how everything like matter. So then that like encompasses everything and like expansion. But nothing, like what does that mean? Because if we were to take a step back before the Big Bang Theory, it's like, how did we come from nothing? So it was kind of like two different perspectives. So I'm always tripping out on how space does expand. So infinity is just like, to me, that was like one of the most profound like concepts that I was able to grasp at one point. I was like, wow, infinite expansion, like that is actually kind of a crazy thing to think about. How does gravity affect time? I mean, it's meters squared over a second, so it accelerates. It's an accelerating force. Or the units. Well, yeah, that's the metric units. And then I think English, it's 32.2 feet squared per second. Only the way we measure time. See, and that's what's trippy about astrology that I'm starting to realize is astrology isn't just like here, like present time and then the time that you were born. There's like all these other little timelines that spike off from the planets as well that apparently affect you. So how I was talking about progressions earlier, that's like equating 1 day to 1 year or something. And then they say counting on that, like wherever that sign lands in, that has an effect on you as well. So there's just all these different times and spaces of astrology that apparently affect us now. So I don't know. Shit's crazy, but I love reading about that. Are you into like... It is. That's why I love it, and that's why I'm here to talk to other people who are interested in this shit. Are you into aliens? Because that's kind of like also where my name came from is the Electra Flora. Is Electra is a star in the Pleiades cluster beyond the Taurus constellation. Oh, you saw a UFO once? Have you ever like actually? Well, I guess that is kind of. Oh, that would be because they have like a definition. That would be an encounter of a first kind, right? Because I think the first kind is if you just see one. Because then there's like the second kind and then the third kind. Let me look that up. It's called a Haynex scale to classify UFO sightings. I'm gonna type this in because this shit is crazy. See, this is the whole point of my show is I go down wormholes by Googling shit. I didn't even know that there was an actual scale. It was unidentified. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw like I don't know if it was like a spirit or what, but I took a picture when I was in Prague down an empty alleyway and there was a face in that shit for sure. You probably did. If you can't explain it. See, I believe in UFOs, but I don't think I've ever seen one or an alien. Like I said, only just I guess it could have been a spirit. Um, but I've never had any like supernatural phenomenon happen to me. But if you're saying you saw something, did you see an actual shape or did you just see lights? Is it saying if you saw the actual shape, then that's a number 2 scale. A number 1 is just if you saw lights. Oh, I just saw 444. It was a shape. Oh, then you're in the second level because it said that that's a daylight. If you saw it during the day as well, it's a daylight disc number 2 on the scale. But then they have close encounters. Oh, it was at night? Well, then maybe it's only a 1 because it says lights in the night sky. I don't know if I don't think I'd be scared if an alien approached me. Just because now that I've like watched way too many things and like read about them. But I guess it also depends on what kind of alien. Have you read about the different what is it called? Like I was about to say ethnicities, but they don't have races because there's like I know I'm gonna totally sound like I'm going off the deep end, but I've just read way too much about it. Like the reptilians, and I know that there's like the praying mantis kinds, the greys, the Nordics. I don't know what other kinds. Oh, they say that there's some from the Pleiades. Um, the Arcturians. I don't know how to say it. Is it Lemurians, I think? Yeah, I've read about all of them. Because there was this YouTube channel that talked a lot about alien races, and then that shit got shut down so quick. But luckily, I had watched all of them because I like, when I get addicted to something, I like just go down that rabbit hole and like don't stop. I get a little like obsessive about it. So I think I just read a bunch about the alien stuff. See, I'm also into all this, how I was talking about how I have a progressed stellium between my 7th and 8th houses. Like, the 8th house has a lot to do with, like, taboo and the paranormal and all of that. Oh, shit. So where was this and how old were you? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've yeah, I haven't seen anything. But I would try to not get scared because I don't know if they would be able to read me. So I wouldn't want them to like feed off my energy if I can avoid being scared just because I don't know them. But I think I probably would be scared. But I think it also again depends on like the alien race. But at least I feel like I don't want to say knowledgeable, but at least I like know possibilities, if that makes sense. Because I don't know how much other people read about aliens, and I feel like maybe if they were approached by one and had absolutely no clue, maybe that would be a little scary. I mean, it'd be scary for any human, but I know they say that some of them are like not as friendly to humans. But I don't know if I believe that the grays are humans from the future. I find that kind of odd. I'm like guess I believe in like the other dimension stuff. It's just so trippy. There's just like too much to even think about. Like once you start even getting into past the fifth dimension, like sixth dimension beings. Damn. Do you believe in like Sasquatch and Yeti and those type of like grown creatures in the woods? 'Cause I believe those too. And there's like dog and wolf men. That shit's scary. See, I believe that those things don't really fully live in like our earthly dimension. I think that they pop in and out or something, which is scary to think about. Because there's so many people that go missing from these forests, like going camping and whatnot. Because I went down that rabbit hole too of like missing people. And that's like just so unexplainable. They like never find the body. There's like no trace. Sometimes they find like only just one shoe that's like miles and miles away. Um or there's like instances like just hypothetically of like a group of people hiking and then the person that was like at the very very end or in the very very front just like completely disappearing. See, but I'm wondering if they like appear to children. I don't want to say more, but maybe because you were innocent. But I think they've also said that people who have been, I don't know about like your instance where it was just like a sighting, but typically I think the same people like get abducted or visited constantly, or not constantly, but I don't know if that makes them special or something, but they're the ones with the stories. I've never been to like a conference or anything about that. But I don't know if I'd spend my time and money is that just to go like talk about aliens. I'm not that interested in it. But there is such thing as a galactic birth chart. Oh, I have it right here. And that talks about like other galaxies. Oh, I know for sure that they say that there's like I know that they say that there's a race like of star people from Andromeda. Andromeda Galaxy. Oh, and Orion. 'Cause the pyramids in Egypt and some of them in Mexico and like South America, those were, I think, even some one of the Native American cultures here in the United States, like North America, they built, like, they followed the same pattern as Orion's belt, and that they were visited by the star people from that galaxy. So essentially, what a galactic birth chart is where were the planets, like what galaxies were behind the constellation that I guess your planet was in. So I'll give you an example. So wherever my Venus was, they kind of look at it in terms of like what galaxies were behind that planet when I was born. So that's like what a galactic birth chart is. It's like a next level astrology birth chart beyond our galaxy. I don't know. I've actually been to Stonehenge. Um I think it was like an ancient, I think it was like, how do I say this? I don't want to say man-made, but it was definitely constructed like by an intelligent life, and I don't think it was just like randomly put there. There had to have been some sort of meaning behind it, but I don't know if it's astrology because they say, I don't know. There's nothing that it lines up with. I think it's more of like, I don't want to say like a temple, but maybe more of like a structure of where people met and maybe did some sort of like ritual. Definitely before all that organized religion. The Stonehenge is like really, really old. Yeah, it's prehistoric. Oh, they're saying that the Druids possibly. Maybe it was an early farmers market. I don't know. I don't think they had farmers then. Were they farming that early? Or were we still hunters and gatherers? Stonehenge. Some believe it to be an astronomical calculator to determine the seasons. I mean, maybe, but we'll never know unless it was in the Library of Alexandria and got burnt down. I remember it was pretty. I just remember it was like a far ride out into the middle of nowhere. Well, not the middle of nowhere. It had like a little town. I just wasn't expecting it to be so far away from London. Oh, really? I know that they were saying that they think that there's bodies around Stonehenge and that it could have possibly been some sort of burial type area as well. Um, but yeah, I think that there is some sort of significance to it, but it just says they believe it to be an astronomical calculator. It's not for sure. Maybe the giants. I mean, they say that there was bigger people back then at, but I don't know. Let's see. Are giants real? 'Cause I think I've read about that as well. Oh, that was in I used to watch this one guy on YouTube a lot. His name was Mr. If it wasn't Mr. Ballin, then it was on Cryptic Chronicles, but they were talking about how there was giants here on Earth that were, like, 7 or 8 feet tall. I don't know if I believe that. I know that some of the alien races they say are pretty tall. When did giants go extinct? But that's talking about animals. Ooh, I just went down the rabbit hole of Greek giants. See, it's saying the ancient Greeks told stories of giants. Oh, and then they claim to have found bones. Oh, really? See, I've seen that word before, but I never watched like that whole episode that they had on Cryptic Chronicles about. I thought the Nephilim were some sort of like angels or like not from this dimension. They are angels or are they giants? Oh. Man, now see, now I feel like I'm gonna have to listen to that podcast because there's a whole podcast on it. Oh, yay! Thanks for following. Um, Cryptic Chronicles. Yeah, he's because I've heard of this word too. It's the Elohim. I thought those were angels too. See, I'm gonna have to read more. Have you ever smoked DMT? Do you know what that is? That was really where I started like expanding my mind. They don't have anything. I'm gonna have to read more about the Nephilim though, but I didn't know that they were giants. Oh, any type of herb. Good for you. Stay away. Oh, you haven't even drank either? Yeah. Drinking alcohol is like the worst substance out of all of them. It just like really lowers, I don't know, vibrations and I don't know. Not my favorite and something that I definitely don't recommend. But marijuana, I love it. I probably should cut back cuz I feel like smoking is just like inhaling smoke all the time. That's not good. It can't be good for anybody. Oh yeah, and I DJ. This is my vibe. We're at 8B. I'm just gonna leave it on this. But I like to rave, so it's me switching around, talking about spirituality and astrology and physics. Oh, because I'm into metaphysics too. And like synchronicities, because I've had some really crazy synchronicities where I was like, there's no way that I'm making this shit up. It's just, I don't know, too weird. Um, yeah, the whole gist of what I do here. The Nephilim, I'm back to this. Oh, you might be interested. I just bought a new book that I haven't gotten into it fully because I'm so with astrology because I'm trying to like get a better foundation of it all. But I'm in the middle of the book of air, which is about the element of air and how it is connected to the planets, the houses, and the constellations. And then after that, this book I just got, but I haven't started it yet, it goes into water. So this is the fourth book out of the or like the series. So I'm excited to start that because water is all about emotion. Um, and I guess that they call like air and water like higher octaves of fire and earth. I don't know. I just have so many questions about that though, but it's like who do I even ask? Cuz I'm wondering why is it fire, earth, air, then water, but they say that like fire and water, those are like what really represents masculinity and femininity. See, but that's what it is supposed to do. Is water is supposed to heal and calm people. And it's all about emotion. And then the three water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And that's the fourth house, eighth, and then 12th. Yeah, and that's why they say that it's so powerful. And what's so interesting for me is like I studied a lot about water in college because I was a civil engineer. So I had to study a lot of like kind of like well, kind of, but thermodynamics and then uh like water supply, so like networks and how we bring water to people's homes and then like the chemistry aspect of how to clean it. I've never built a dam, but I did have to design one in college in geology. And I remember that was one of my least favorite projects of all of college. Cuz they made us even go in like cuz it was a fake project, but we had to go out and use like real data. So we went out and did like soil testing and like did all these measurements out of where a potential dam could go. But and then we just like designed it in school, but it was like never built. But I remember that was like cuz there's just so much geology involved and geology I don't know. I don't want to say that actually I like it a lot more now because I'm into crystals and like structures, crystalline structure and sacred geometry, so I have like a different appreciation for it. But I think when I was in college, I just really wanted to pass the class and didn't have a strong interest. But sacred geometry, that's been, yeah, that's on my to read list. I kind of dove a little into it and it was really interesting because it's all about like frequencies. And this is where we're talking about where coming from nothing or nothing and everything. It's like these frequencies come from this like other side, and it can either come out as sound or like even a shape, like the Fibonacci sequence. It's like, I don't know, all mathematics. It's crazy. I'm just rambling. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm always like sometimes I'm just like not here in this reality. I'm like thinking of all this other crazy shit that's beyond me. But I love it. And I love reading about physics. Whoa. Why'd you give them all away? You don't want a collection? You can buy more crystals. They're just addicting. And it's like, why do I have this many? I don't have any over here, but I have a bunch in my room. And then I don't even remember all the names. I probably need like a journal or something. But I've lost a lot of crystals throughout my years too, because I just like carry them with me. Ooh, I'm leaving that up on my iPad, the Nephilim stuff. Because one thing I like to do is just read or listen to things on YouTube about it, like different podcasts or videos. That's how nerdy I am. But does that make me nerdy, or does that make me like, I don't know, what does that make me? I like, they take up a lot of space. Oh, yeah, that's true. But they have good energies. Am I right? Am I right? I know, but some people don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about other dimensions. We're gonna bring in some techno. Oh yeah, and I do this thing called orbiting. I'm really into it. Nerds do rule the world.
Underneath the techno tree, come and dance a while with me. The branches of the techno tree will take you on a journey away with me. Close your eyes and say to me,
So what do you do for a living? Where do you live in the US?
close your eyes and say to me,
Which seems pretty global, so I've had people from everywhere in this room. It is. I like to pretend like I'm WandaVision. Like a rave toy. Wait, you never told me. Are you in the US?
come and dance a while with me. The branches take you on a journey away with me. Close your eyes and say to
Nice.
me,
Are you on the East Coast or the West
you'll
Coast?
come dance in the techno
I'm on the
tree.
East Coast if you can't tell.
Close your eyes
It's
and
already
say to
dark
me,
out.
you'll come dance in the techno tree.
Oh shit, you're in Tennessee?
Techno tree.
I've been to or I go to Bonnaroo. I don't want to say every year, but I've been to 4 Bonnaroos. And then I just went to Nashville for the first time last year. I loved it.
Eyes and say to me, you'll come dance in the techno tree.
I even considered moving there, but I don't know anymore. I want to go near a beach. I get addicted to this thing. I gotta say, I love Tennessee hot chicken.
We'll take you on a journey away with me. Close your eyes and say to me, you'll come dance in the techno tree.
I'm a little too tired to orbit.
Close your eyes.
But sometimes I'll go ham on that bitch and just orbit for a minute. Yeah, I love fried chicken. I was vegan for almost a year in college, and that was like the one thing I could not live without. Like I just kept craving chicken wings. So I couldn't do it. And I feel guilty cuz I still have like a conscience when it comes to like the environmental component and then also like just being humane. I've done both. And then I also went to this one place. Let me look it up really quick. I'll be able to tell you. It was no. What? I know it was across from a park. I know I have been to Hattie B's and Prince's. I want to say maybe it was Helen's. Oh no! Wait! Hold on. Oh, I'm positive. Okay, the one place that I really liked, it was called Red's Hot Chicken, and it was kind of near Centennial Park. Yeah, because that one got 4.9 stars. I remember that shit was hot too. I got it on the hottest, and I love hot food. And I was like sweating. That place was good. But I think between Prince's and Hattie B's, I can't remember. I know that I went to a food hall and oh, I think Prince was that the guy that like cheated on his wife and then the wife made like a really spicy chicken for him? Oh. Yeah, I think they have that at Bonnaroo. So, it's not bad though. I feel like you at least have a more interesting cuisine for your area cuz I'm in North Carolina and we just have like chopped barbecue. And I mean, it's good, but it's not anything to like rave about, honestly. That's just my opinion. I don't know what song to put on. Maybe I'll put on something I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what this is. What this is. If I can drag it. Okay, not working. Ooh, this is a nice beat. We have moonshine. I don't think that's legal though. Because we have like really strict alcohol laws here. They just like I've only lived in North Carolina for like 11 years, and I remember when they started selling alcohol on Sundays cuz I think you couldn't even buy it on a Sunday, and you still have to buy alcohol from like a government brand store. It's called the ABC store. Try and mix this. Sounds horrible. Why? Whoa. Here we got a little. Oh, yeah, that's true. But I mean, that's if you're going out into the mountains, which I'm pretty far from the mountains. I'm like over 2 hours away. And that hot chicken sounds so good. Oh my gosh. Again, bread's hot. Yeah, I won't forget. That place was bomb. But again, like I said, that shit was also hot when I got the hottest one. I'll have to do a birth chart reading for you next time. Do you know what time you were born at? Because we'll need that. It's essential. Have you ever had a birth chart reading? See, they're trying to refute or say that, because it's saying that the Greeks had a lot of stories about, or the ancient Greeks had a lot of stories about giants and that they found a lot of bones, but modern scientists are saying that the bones that they saw were most likely of like mammoths and mastodons. Ooh, okay, so next time you come on here, try and, or when you have time, try and find out the exact moment you were born, like the minute, because that's really important for the birth chart because it's set. The whole chart is basically set based on that minute. because they take into account where the sun was rising on our planet, and then it sets the whole chart. But anyways, I think if you're really into all the aliens and other dimensions and stuff, you might be interested in astrology. Because what I like about astrology is I'm able to use a lot of different pieces of knowledge. So I love mythology, like ancient Greek, Roman, and I've read like some other ones, like some of the Norse stuff. Yeah, definitely. We'll go over it. I just wish I could do a screen share, and that's the only thing that I don't want to say sucks. It's 222 right now. But as my show develops on, or like my live stream on Twitch, like I really want to do a screen share, so when I pull these things up I can like point at it and show what I'm doing. And I also want to show me DJing, because right now I'm like sitting on my ass because I'm sharing the same screen that I DJ and live stream with, so I have to switch back and forth. So that's why this is all kind of messy, but I'm just glad that I am live streaming. But anyways, astrology takes into consideration a lot of mythology and then some astronomy. Well, not some astronomy. It kind of is they kind of go side by side, but in a different sense. Like astronomy is like the whole science part of it, but astrology also takes into consideration like psychology and like personalities and the way that people, I guess, act or react. And then there's like some numerology, so I like numerology as well. That's all about like frequencies and vibrations of different numbers. There's a little bit of like color theory in there as well. It's just fun. I like to take all those different pieces and like kind of put it together. Geometry is huge in astrology as well, which is interesting. Because all the planets, based on like where they're placed, like there could be like angles of energy that are like connecting to each other in an, I don't want to say in an imaginary way, but I like to look at it as, because I did so much like design and water networks, like bringing water to people's homes and like infrastructure. I always imagine like, I don't know, that's the only way I'm able to describe it, is to me it just always looks like water, the way that these energies are interacting. Here, I kind of have a birth chart right here. I don't know if you'd even be able, you're still look in here, but all these shapes, these are all the like energies and aspects. And it's really interesting looking at mine compared to some other people's, because they were talking about how like some people's birth charts make interesting shapes. I remember seeing somebody's and it looked almost like a star, but mine has quite a few triangles. How old are you? Because I could give a high level of, based on age, where you're at. Because I'm like 36 and a half right now. And the year 36 is actually pretty big astrologically. I can't tell. I don't even know what you look like. I have no clue. And you could really be from any generation, because like Star Wars dates back to what, the 70s or the 80s? So you could be really from any generation. And then, I don't know, being on Twitch, if I were to guess, I mean, if you're, I don't know. I can't guess. Go click on your Steam. Oh, you have a stream? You live stream as well? Whoa. I could do that. See, I just learned something. How are you able to do highlights? I can't do any. Maybe it's because I don't have 50 followers. How long have you been live streaming? Retro Wednesday. I'm on your page. A few years. Do you enjoy it? Because I'm brand new. I was like, I want to live stream. And then I like discovered Twitch. I feel like, I was on Twitch a little bit during the pandemic watching DJs, but oh, is that you in the bottom right? I'm gonna guess you're in your 40s. Hopefully I'm like kind of close. Am I? Oh. I know that's, oh, you just turned 50? Nice. 50, let me see. Well, if you're, hello, welcome. You just turned 50. So did you have, did you have anything that had to do with like security or like your sense of security, like material possessions, wealth, or residence? Was anything like a major factor in your life when you were 49 in that realm? Because now that you're 50, you're going into your third house based on like annual perfections, and that is all about communication. I'm just doing like a high level astrology, like based on how old you are. They say that there's certain like themes. So this year, since I was 36, a lot of it was about self, and I just find it really interesting how I like traveled a lot and then like started live streaming and like changed my career. So it was really focused on like my identity, I guess. But what I'm saying is when you were 49, that year is based, like they talk a lot about like the home and like material possessions, like that, like life revolves around that. And that's actually the house that I'm going into this coming year when I turn 37. And I'm looking to move, so I find it interesting how that aligns up with years. So, because there's 12 houses, so they equate, again, how we have different, we talked about like different time and space, how there's different timelines in astrology. Like this is one kind of high level one without taking into account like all the like actual planets. It's just equating one house to 1 year, and each house represents an area of your life. But yeah, this year also like neighbors and siblings. That's like also in the third house. And like travel, but not far. Like it would be like within driving distance. Because like really far travel is like the 9th house. Well, I guess when I say material things, it's everything. Like that's what our reality is being able to grab onto things like physical things. Yeah, but they don't have to drive everybody. But if we can, when you do get your birth time and we look that up, we can see like your whole birth chart and look into things like that. Because, like, for example, I have Neptune in my second house, which is all about kind of like illusions and disillusion, I guess. So I haven't gotten that far into my book, so I'm not fully knowledgeable on Neptune, but having that in my house of like material possessions, I have I don't want to say delusions, but I'm not going to say I'm bad with finances, but I'm one of those people that also kind of just like thinks that luck is going to always come my way to save me. I don't know if that's a Neptunian thing or more of Jupiter. Yeah, I'm kind of going off the deep end with some of this stuff, but that's what I love about astrology is there's just so much to take into consideration. I'm wondering if I lost Carol. They were probably like, what are you talking about? Carol's Melly? Carol's Mel. My eyesight's bad. Maybe I should let a song play. I've had a beat on. Let's see what this shit is. Do you know what your sun sign is in? I'm a Taurus. Ooh, that's interesting. See, if I were to assume like those two planets that would integrate that would be Saturn and Jupiter, because Jupiter is about luck and Saturn is about hard work. So maybe those planets play a significant role in your life, because I know that they do with mine. I have a trine, because again, how I talked about like geometry being important in astrology. A trine is when two planets are 120 degrees apart from each other, and that is kind of like a triangle. And they say that that's like very harmonious. Yeah, definitely. And I love it. You'll want to read more about it once we find out. But I have a trine with Jupiter and Saturn, and essentially Saturn's in my first house, which is all about like self, and then Jupiter's in my fifth house of like creativity. So what they say according to my astrology is that those kind of like feed off of each other. So I feel like when I overcome a lot of challenges that I'm rewarded because Jupiter kind of comes in and is like, okay, you did all of this, time for a reward. And then this always goes back to like mythology. So understanding like who Jupiter is. Jupiter is also Zeus, and he's the king of all gods. And then Saturn is the god of time. So it's like, how do those two planets interact with each other? And is there friction? Like, do they have a hard time working with each other, or are they harmonious? Like how I said mine is in a trine. If you have a square, that means that two planets are like 90 degrees from each other, and they have a harder time. There's like more friction, I would say. And I feel like it's because they kind of have to like give and take. And like when I was designing water networks, like we use things called bends, and that's so that water can like turn corners, because you can't bend like a full pipe. Like there's a certain amount of deflection, but we almost like never wanted to use 90-degree bends. Like it did work and it would come around a 90-degree corner, but imagine all that water trying to turn that corner. It's like there's so much loss of energy. That's what it is. So in astrology, I look at it the same way again, like water. And I'm like, okay, these two planets are like at a 90-degree angle. Like they're not going to have, the energies aren't going to flow as easy. They're kind of like at a tug of war in a way, and they fight. But they do work. Unlike in opposition, they're like pulling away from each other, or that's like 180 degrees. Yeah, I don't know. Just rambling about different aspects. No, I need to create one. I need to get a little more familiar with Discord. That's why I don't have one, because I've had my show, or I've only been live streaming since Christmas Day. So it's been about a month and 2 weeks. But I do want to have a Discord channel. I have a website. Because I'm trying to, well, not trying, but I do enjoy writing. So I want to do like a blog, but everything's just been kind of like, I don't want to say overwhelming, but I'm going through a lot of life changes because I'm also going through divorce, which I've been open with. And I've kind of been focused on that lately. But I feel like once that's over, I can focus on like all my creative stuff a little more and not feel as stressed out. I'll just play this song. Oh, you want to get like more into it, like a personal reading. I also have that premium chat. I haven't used it yet, but I signed up for it in case people like really wanted to talk about that. But if I can set up a Discord, I guess, because I haven't done that. But I've had a lot of people on here just talk about the birth chart stuff. Because you would think it seems really personal, but it's like, I don't know. People forget about it, I would think. But yeah, we could do that too. I mean, I guess I'm not one of those like super expert people. I consider myself like a intermediate to like beginner advanced, if that makes sense. Like I feel like out of a 10, I'm like around a 7. So, and I understand horoscopes, but I don't go down that whole route, because that horoscopes is trying to do predictions of what's going on right now in relation to like your natal birth chart. That's how like Nostradamus and all those people make predictions. It's like a horoscope. So they were looking at like where would the planets be on this certain date, because you can calculate all that. Yeah, no, it's definitely generic. Whatever you want me to look at, like usually it's like career, love, and I guess it talks, well, there's like just so much we could always look at. It's infinite. That's why I love astrology. That's why I want to do it, or like practice it more. Oh no, we don't need your name. Your name, though, if you want to go down this whole other thing, which I don't do on here, but like numerology, that because like my life path number is 5, and that was taking into account. I don't know if that did take into account my name, but I think with my birth date, is you like add all the numbers. So like say I was born in 1987, you add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7, and then whatever that equals, like just hypothetically say it's like 62, then you do 6 plus 2, and then that's 8. So you're always trying to break it down to one of the numbers 1 through 9. And then based on that is like a certain frequency. And everything is just always interconnected, because then you can use numerology back into astrology. But we can definitely look into it. Tomorrow's Friday and Friday. So I also try and have like a theme for the days that I stream. And today, like I made a bracelet earlier. I already put it away, but I do crafts. And on Fridays, I tried to talk more about love and relationships because that's Venus Day. And then I usually wear something more sparkly and DJ as usual. And then this past Sunday, I didn't stream, but on Sundays, I try to. What do I do on Sundays? Oh, I wanted to do brunch, but that's been kind of a struggle because I haven't been cooking. That's the long-term goal, is to have Sunday brunch and DJing. Oh, I was on channel 2. I wonder. Man. Do you have to work tomorrow? Jedi? Because I do, but not super early, luckily. And I want to read about the Nephilim. Ooh, a play. That'll be fun. And dinner. Don't stress. I'm here to just chat and for people to drop in, especially if they're feeling lonely. I'm here to offer companionship and have fun and talk and just chat. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be so excited. I already know it. Wait, it is already Friday, actually. Technically. Yeah, it's 12:30. I bet this is going to get blocked out of my replay. Oh no. It hasn't snowed in like where I'm at. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. And it hasn't snowed yet. But we have had a lot of like wind, and it has been cold.
Baby, who you trying to please? Please, 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 please,
Well, hopefully, yeah, it's not too bad since you're going out to dinner and have your play. Hopefully, you also get good food. I don't know if I've heard of that. I literally have never heard of that. Looking it up now. But I think it might be too touristy for me too. I was really intrigued because not that I'm really into their fashion. But they do have just their own sense of fashion, which I appreciated. And the food, music is huge, even though I'm not into country. So I really appreciated that. But oh, and then I just feel like there's a lot of jobs because it's just growing so much. But again, I really want to be next to a beach, so and I want to work on my Spanish, so maybe somewhere with like heavy Spanish speakers. Oh Lord. North Carolina is pretty bad, but not that bad. And you get really hot summers because Bonnaroo is like, it can be hard to breathe. It's like so thick, the air. and hot. And then like, yeah. It's like you're in a sauna, but then you go to like a desert type heat, and I feel like that's not bad at all when you're in the shade. But even when you're in the shade in Tennessee, it's hot as hell. Yep. I'll probably be there this summer though, because I want to go to Bonnaroo again. I love Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo. I don't even know what song to play next. I'll play Extended. I'm reading about giants still. Live stream from where? From Tennessee? Or you mean from the beach? Oh. I don't know. How would I be able to live stream from there? I don't think they have very good connection. I was thinking of doing a video log maybe. Because my whole website, it's supposed to be like focused around music festival. Yeah, I definitely want to do a walkthrough of like my campsite and all the things I do. I wanted to do that. No, I couldn't really do it this past year because that was when I like came up with the idea. So I'm trying to formulate, I guess, how I make content or what I do. But I'm just taking it one step at a time and trying to do what's natural, not, I don't know, not what everybody's doing. I don't want to like force myself. This giant story is crazy. It says, according to Greek myth, giants were born from Uranus and Gaia. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this kind of has felt like work a little bit, but I at least enjoy it, and I feel like I have like creative freedom. When I was doing, I just saw 555. When I was doing engineering design, I felt like I couldn't be creative, and that was really stressful for me. See, I think that there were giants because, I mean, they talk about them. Why were we even talking? Oh, because the Nephilim were a type of giant. I was like, how did I get into this giant's wormhole? Because I've read about it in other mythology. or different types of mythology. Yeah, I did actually. It's my true story of how I was an engineer and now I'm a weird artist that live streams. Because they say that there's an art form to astrology. You have to like come to your own conclusions on interpretation and being able to like just read the birth chart in general. But I do want to like paint and I write poems and stuff, so we'll see where life takes me. But I can't figure it out unless I like experiment and try it and put myself out there. So that's why I'm also on Twitch, is just to see what happens. But it's been fun. And at least I'm like not, I just felt like I couldn't be my authentic self when I had my career. I felt like I was always hiding who I really was, and people shouldn't live that way, honestly. I felt like I was in prison, honestly. What's this? An Avicii song, My Feelings for You. I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know this song. Ooh, really? I don't know if I can live off the grid though. I do enjoy camping and like spending time out there, but I don't think I could live off the grid. I'm way too social, and I love like shopping. But that's awesome. I want to meet more people with my interests who don't look at me all crazy when I talk about aliens and other dimensions or metaphysics. Metaphysics is interesting. That takes a lot of work. There's just so much about like consciousness and like trying to manifest shit. But I believe it. I believe it all. That reality is like a construct of, I don't want to say of our imagination, but like of what we make of it as humans. I'm trying to start my own business though. I just have a really hard time working for other people because I have an opinion about everything. Not in a bad way though, because I've always been, I feel like, a loyal and great worker. It's just that I'm the type of person that is really big on change, and I always find inefficiencies. I don't like the old way of doing stuff, and that's just not how like businesses or managers or whatever, they don't want to hear that shit. They just want status quo and everything to stay the same. And I can't do that. It's too hard. And I think that this is why I need to go into something creative so that I have that freedom and availability or ability to grow and be able to expand, because I felt way too confined. I'm just rambling now. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to start my own business. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of already there. I haven't made any income off of this. So I need to generate some income streams, because there's like a lot of ways to do it. And they say that you have to have several, but I'm hoping to maybe make money off of Twitch one day. I think that would be cool, or my blog. But yeah, it's gonna take time. But I'm being patient. At least I started. And I'm not just like talking about it. I just didn't want to be one of those people where it's like 10 years later and I'm like, I just saw 4 4s. Um, I don't want to be at a cubicle still doing the same type of thing and just not be happy. Hmm. Play some Tula. Yeah, that's what I want to do, hopefully. But it takes time. And I need to start that Discord thing. That's on my to-do list. I don't even know if I'm being lazy or making excuses. I haven't gotten around to that shit. I think I'm such a nerd. I've just been obsessed with like trying to read these books. So I don't even know how many pages I've left in this one. I have 100 pages left. I thought it was less. Whoa, okay, I guess I still have a lot to go. And this book is fucking huge. Yeah, 530 pages. Yeah, see, I kind of have the gist of what Discord is, but I do kind of want to explore a little more. I know it's better for having a community, and I'm in 2 different ones. And they've always got stuff going on in there. But yeah, I'm not an expert by any means. So I need to set that up. But I do want to, yeah, so that I can talk more about astrology with the birth charts and one-on-one. See, I need to watch more of other people's streams too. But I kinda have been, but I've been watching more of other DJs, not other just chatting people. So I don't know how I mean, I don't need to compare, but I'm just wondering how my show compares to other people that chat. 'Cause I'm like, what if there's like 100 people in here? Do I talk to all 100 people, or am I just now reverting back to talking into space? Because when I first started streaming, like nobody would really come in here. So I was like just talking by myself for like an hour or two. But now it's like I'll get a person here or there that pops in and then I'm able to chat. So then I don't feel like I mean, there was no problem to it. I thought that there was kind of an art to talking too, trying to keep a conversation going. And especially by myself, that was a lot. I mean, I still kind of do it. So, depending, I never know who's going to show up 'cause I don't have that many followers. But and then I meet new people and then it's amazing. And then I'm like, this is why I love doing this. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping the conversation going. Rage, 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 rage. That's why it's astrology, DJing, and then talking about music festivals and then fashion. I always have a topic. Oh, and then how I said I want to incorporate brunch. Yeah, that's down the road. I just have a lot of ideas that are still in my head, so it's like it'll eventually happen. And I guess the reason I say that is it's not been a dream, but if I've been thinking about it this long, like of course I'm gonna end up doing it. It's not a fleeting thought is what I'm saying. Talking into space. Oh, I definitely yeah, I have written them down. It's just it's hard because I've already invested so much. Like I bought the DJ controller and like just different things already. So yeah, I have to take time investing in other equipment, but I definitely need another camera and another screen because it's just really hard to only have one and switch back and forth and trying to chat and trying to DJ with only one screen. But again, I'm grateful that I at least am able to have a show and that I have a camera. They always block Chris like though. I have a whole notebook of stuff because I like to write things down too. Yeah, for sure. Ooh. It's already almost 1 AM. Jedi, will you be? Um, I'm probably going to log off for the evening, but I'm glad you stopped by and that we can talk about all sorts of shit. I'm gonna read more about the Nephilim tonight because, yeah, way past bedtime. Um, Yeah, I'm glad. Look into your birth chart stuff, and if you even wanna send it to me on Instagram, it's the same, Electra Flora. Um, we can look that up that way if you don't wanna put your, because I would just need your birth time and location, and then the date. Like, those are the 3 important things. So I don't know how you feel how private that is, but other people have, put it in the chat. Yay! I'm glad too. This is why I'm here. I want to meet people and talk and have fun. be entertaining while learning. um yeah, I'm gonna read about the Nephilim, and then we'll have to talk about it. Just like the city that you were born. Because if you think about it, wherever you were born on this planet Earth, the sky is gonna look different, and like into retrospect of, because even the way that the planets go around the sun, it's like in an ellipse. It's not even like an exact circle. So the location of your birth is really important because they're trying to show it without all the distortions, or they do distort it so that it's more visually appealing to the eye, and that is what the birth chart is. But yeah, if you wanted to send that to me privately, I can do that. Yeah, space and time. That's essentially what it is, which is interesting. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, and it was really great meeting you. And I hope you stop by again. And I appreciate the follow. I'm gonna read about the giants and the Nephilim, and or maybe listen to a podcast about it. Because I haven't gone down that full route, and I thought that they were angels. So I think I'm getting confused, and I need to read more about it. So, but I hope you have a great evening and enjoy your play and your dinner tomorrow. And let me know how it was next time you come in. Yay! Well, have a good night, and I hope you get some rest and enjoy tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later. Good night. Bye. Peace.